guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to choose your college. Now, first off, if you just went through the college audition process, congratulations. It is so stressful, it is so long, it feels like it's never gonna end. And the fact that you are here with 2 decisions to choose from is amazing. And if you're watching it this year, you got through it with a pandemic, which is just insane. You should be so proud of yourself. You should pat yourself on the back or give yourself a hug. I mean, come on. I'll wait. All right, great. Now, to be honest, when I was making this decision last year, I literally cried over it. Cried over deciding between 2 schools. Just know that this is a happy experience. It's not that you have to choose between 2 schools. You get to choose between schools. And I know it's gonna be hard. For me, I was like, well, I'm probably going to make the wrong decision. And people told me there is no wrong decision, but I didn't believe that. So you really just have to trust everything. It's gonna work out how it should. It did for me, even though I had the hardest time. In the end, it really came down to just listening to my heart, and I really clearly wanted to go to one school over the other, but I didn't want to make the wrong decision, so I didn't want to make that decision. All right, so the first thing you want to do is whittle down the amount of schools that you're looking at. If possible, try and get it to just your top 2 or 3 favorites. It's going to make everything a lot easier and less time consuming, and more often than not, there are going to be about 2 or 3 schools that you like more than others. And it can be kind of difficult because you can't really go to the school this year and get information in person, and we couldn't do that last year, so I have tons of things to help you get through that. So the first and most crucial thing is talking to a student. Not only can you get a perspective that isn't candy coated, you can also learn firsthand about their classes and how they like their classes. I always ask what they like, what they don't like. Usually they would go through their classes with me and just kind of talk about what a day is like in their life. And I recommend talking to somebody who is either a freshman, so you can understand what your freshman year is going to be like, or a sophomore, and then also talking to an upperclassman, somebody who's been through most of their college experience, so you can kind of get an overall idea of what your college experience might look like. And something I actually did that I'm really still surprised that this actually worked out. I looked up videos of one of my schools and I found a vlog of somebody auditioning for the school, and in their video they talked about their friend who was in the musical theater program, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the program I got into. So I found the email on her YouTube page and I emailed her and I said, hey, I got into the school, can you get me in contact with your friend from the school? And a few days later, she replied, and I ended up FaceTiming with her friend, and from her friend, I asked her to refer more friends. So if you talk to somebody from the school, ask them to refer another person. So you can do that. You can also find day in the life videos and see if their email is on the About tab and email them, or go DM them on Instagram, and then you could maybe talk to somebody. The next thing is look at the curriculum of the school. You can usually find this online, or you can email somebody in the program and ask for it. It's pretty much what all your classes will be for the 4 years that you're there. Seeing this is really important so you can get an idea of what your classes are gonna be. Maybe you don't like that one school doesn't have enough dance, or they don't focus enough on acting or singing. Whatever you want to focus on, if they don't do that, you can easily see that in their curriculum. So find that and look at that, and also look at the academic requirements. Maybe there are way too many, or there aren't enough. And from there, try and find one that matches something that you want in a school. And something to keep in mind, personally, I did not want any academic classes, but I'm going to a school that has academic classes versus the other one that didn't really have them. But I didn't let that kind of be the be-all end-all, is the fact that it had more academic classes. And I'm happy I didn't, because I like this school that I'm at more than the other one. All right, so the next thing is the initial feeling. Now, this one is a little bit harder if you didn't go to the school. But for me, the second school I was choosing between, when I went to it, I didn't really like it. I loved it before, and I went on a campus tour, and something inside of me just said, this place is not for you. But I kind of pushed that aside, which made it really hard at the end, because I knew I wanted to go to NYU, but I was so scared of making the wrong decision that I was like, no, I have to consider both schools, even though I knew I didn't want to go to the other school. So if you have a school that's pulling you towards that, keep that in mind. Don't push it away. Next, talk to the program head. Of course, this isn't going to be very unbiased because of course they love their program, that's why they're there. But it's really nice because you can go into it preparing a ton of questions and they can answer it because they run the program, and they can give you an understanding of the connections they have and the things that they can do for you in the 4 years. Next to consider is the location. Of course, this one isn't, again, a be-all end-all, oh, I don't like this campus, so I'm not going to go here. But it definitely can heavily play into the reason you don't want to go to a school. Maybe you hate city schools, or the city's going to distract you. Maybe you don't like living in a rural area because there's like nothing there. Maybe you love that. It really depends on who you are and what you want in a school, because you want to be happy when you're not in classes as well. I mean, you're going to be here for 4 years. That's a long time. Also think about the area around you has dance classes if you want extra dance classes, or extra acting classes, or if they have theaters around so you can see shows. Next, of course, if you can go to the events, I know they're not probably having them this year, but they were going to have them last year, where you could go to the school and you would see a musical and you would do a tour and ask questions and do all these things and meet students and stuff like that. If you can do that, I'm sure that's going to be very helpful, especially getting a feeling of where you want to go. If they have online events, go to all of those. I went to several last year and they were very helpful. You can also tour the school online. I know that now they have some videos of actual tours because people can't go to the schools. You can look up videos of the students singing. You can watch YouTubers do day in their life or talk about their school, or professors online talk about their school, or you can watch somebody go and audition at the school. Look all over online. I'm sure there are lots of videos for some schools, maybe not for all schools, but if that is possible, that will definitely be a very helpful tool. All right, guys, that's all I have for this video. Remember, you get to choose between 2 schools. This is a happy thing, so make it a happy thing if it isn't already. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, like the video, leave any questions you have down below and I will answer them, and subscribe for further videos, and have a wonderful day. Bye.